Now, widely regarded as one of the greatest South African cricketer of all time, Jacques Kallis has also coached sides like England and Kolkata Knight Riders in the IPL. He is currently in India and he has a chance to catch up with him to talk about the onslaught of the shortest version of the game and India's World Cup chances. Jacques, welcome to India. Now, you've left playing the game for almost 4 years now. You are in India, and what I understand is that you are participating in the Legends League. What drew you to this part of the world?
Yeah, thanks. I'm looking forward to it. We've got some games of cricket to play with a few of the older guys, so looking forward to catching up to them and having some fun.
Jacques, many Legends Leagues are happening around the globe. What motivated you to play particularly in this one?
I think just having a look at the list and see who was playing and that to catch up with them and just to have a bit of fun with them and I suppose help promote the game of cricket. It's always healthy to do that.
And what will be the biggest challenge playing cricket after so many years?
Yeah, I suppose age will be the first challenge. But yeah, the guys have put in a little bit of work, so the guys still look in fairly decent condition, so I'm sure that'll be fine. But yeah, I suppose just catching up and getting those combinations going again, but really looking forward to it.
Jacques, in the middle of the T20 onslaught and so many leagues across the globe, of course, South Africa is coming up with its own league. There will be a league in the UAE. How do you see the future of international cricket and where will these series, all of these series be placed on the FTP?
Yeah, I suppose that's the eternal question, and that's the tough one. These leagues are good for the individual players and all that, but fitting into the schedule is quite tough. I mean, the guys are playing a lot of cricket now, so it's a tough one. Where do you draw the line? What's going to survive? Who knows what the future holds and how it's going to move forward? But yeah, I still think international cricket is the most important, and hopefully the players will see that. But having said that, these leagues that are really good, people are enjoying them. So it's a matter of finding a combination, and hopefully they can work together and grow together.
Okay, let me ask you, will the ODIs take a backseat given that there is so much of T20 cricket and there's a lot of emphasis on Test cricket, and ICC is also promoting T20 and Tests as their premium product?
Yeah, I suppose that's the way it's sort of going at the moment, isn't it? Probably more and more T20s and Test cricket and less 50-over cricket. So I still think 50 over has got a place. Like I said, you just got to find a way to fit it into the schedule and keep everyone happy.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the T20 World Cup that's coming up next month. Who, according to you, are looking like the strongest teams right now to make the Final Four?
There's one thing I've learned about T20 cricket is that you can't predict anything in this game because, especially in that format, anyone can beat anyone. So I would say at the moment, no one really stands out as a favourite. I think everyone's got a chance. And it's just who's going to adapt to conditions. And yeah, you need a little bit of luck in T20 cricket. Who gets that rubber ball going their way at the right time. So I'm going to throw South Africa out there because I'm South African. So always going to be leaning towards them. And hopefully they can come through and win a World Cup. But I think it's anyone's World Cup to win.
Well, I'll give you that. But Jacques, you've coached in India and you know how IPL has helped all these players transform into fantastic cricketers. Let me ask you, who will be the biggest X factor for India in the World Cup?
Yeah, again, India's got so many great players, and I think that's the one thing that the IPL has done for India. It's exposed the young players to some really good coaches and some good players. So they've learnt a lot, and Indian cricket's strong for that. So, they're probably one of the teams that have got the most match winners in it, and the guys can stand up to the plate and take a game away from the opposition. So you've got to be careful of all 11 Indian players. In fact, the whole squad. They've got a wealth of talent. So a tough team always to beat, especially towards the back end of the tournament when the wickets might suit them a little bit more.
Jacques, the big question that everyone's asking after Virat Kohli was back in form is whether he should open the innings in T20 with Rohit Sharma and give himself that much time to build the innings.
I think team comes first, and I think he's one that plays like that as well. That he'll fit in any position that he's given. But nice to see him back in form. He's a class player, and it was just a matter of time until he he got a few runs under his belt again. So, yeah, he could fit in anywhere in the order, but, you know, he played really well and obviously got the 100. So, you know, hopefully his confidence is back for India's sake and he can get back into the runs consistently.
Jacques, while India's batting looks more or less settled, but, you know, questions around bowling, what kind of X factor does India need in its bowling department to win matches down under?
I think experience in the spin department is going to play a big role. So someone that's played, you know, a role in a lot of World Cups and played a lot of cricket, that always counts because in Australia the wickets don't turn as much, so you've got to be quite smart there. So I'm sure they'll go with a smart route, and yeah, lean on experience if you ask me.
Jacques, so India has 6 matches before the World Cup, and big question whether Rishabh Pant or Dinesh Karthik should play the wicketkeeper's role in the first match against Australia. Team India has brought in DK. Do you think Pant can play a role in India's success down under?
Yeah, it's a tough one when you've got talented players like that, how to fit them in and you know, when to play them, when not to play them. He certainly is a talent and yeah, I think he can play a role, and how he fits into the team, I suppose Indian management will know that and how they work into the team, how he fits in with other players and that. So it's just a matter of getting the accommodation right, you know, and it works from game to game and venue to venue. So they'll have to discuss when they think the best time is for him to play.
Right, thank you very much, Jacques Kallis, for your valuable time. Enjoy the league in India while Team India figures its final 11 for the World Cup in just under a month's time.